Marcin Wojciechowski was in the president's pool of journalists, which landed in Smolensk just an hour before the crash. He gave us his perspective on what happened.
Now the rescue teams are trying to find the bodies of the dead. The firemen have already tackled a blaze. There was no blast. Some eyewitnesses say that the plane was leaking fuel before landing, which maybe explains why there was no blast, but only a small fire. When the rescue teams arrived at the crash site, they realized straight away that there was no point in calling the ambulance, because all the delegation members had died. The delegation was rather big. We don't know exactly who's aboard yet, but the delegation list includes 120 people plus 9 crew members. Maybe not everyone arrived at the airport. It is not known yet. The president and his wife, there were high-ranking officials on board, including the parliamentary deputy chairman, Polish deputies, members of the president's office, officials of the presidential administration, the military, generals, chiefs of staff of the Polish army, different army heads. In a word, it's a horrible tragedy. We arrived an hour earlier and headed straight to the hotel to wait for the president and his delegation. If there hadn't been so many people in the delegation, we would have been flying with the president. But as the president decided to invite new guests, it was decided that the journalists would go on a small Yakovlev 47. The pilots had problems with landing. It was a foggy morning in Smolensk today, and the plane made several attempts to land, but it couldn't, so it hit the trees with its wing and crashed.